On April 28, 2026, a federal courtroom in Oakland will begin a trial to determine the future of the world's most valuable AI company. The charge is fraud, and the claim is a staggering $134 billion. The plaintiff is Elon Musk. He accuses OpenAI's leadership of orchestrating a deliberate bait and switch, using his early financial backing to build a commercial giant that now betrays its founding mission. To frame the case as a matter of principle, Musk publicly pledged to donate every dollar of a potential $134 billion victory to charity. On his platform X, he stated he will in no way enrich himself from the verdict. The defendant is Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI. Since Musk's departure from the board, the company has reached an $840 billion valuation. The $134 billion claim is based on a specific ownership calculation. Musk argues his early $38 million donation and role recruiting talent account for 50 to 75% of the original nonprofit arm, the entity still controlling a quarter of the for-profit business. Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers has expressed skepticism about these numbers, remarking that Musk's experts appeared to be pulling them out of the air. However, she has allowed the case to move to a jury trial because of unsealed internal evidence. The proceedings will determine if OpenAI's transformation into a commercial entity was a necessary move for survival or a documented instance of corporate fraud. In 2015, the landscape of AI was dominated by Google. Musk and Altman sought to create a counterweight, a nonprofit research lab that would release its findings to the public to prevent a corporate monopoly on artificial intelligence. Altman's pitch to Musk was explicit. He proposed a nonprofit structure where researchers could earn competitive, startup-like compensation, while the organization remained committed to open development and public safety. Musk responded to the proposal with 3 words: agree on all. Following that agreement, Musk became the primary benefactor. He provided nearly $40 million, secured high-level computing power, and attracted top tech industry talent. This email thread serves as the founding contract in Musk's lawsuit. He wrote about wanting to get out from Elon and questioned how he might personally achieve a $1 billion payout. In an entry from November 2017, Brockman addressed the potential restructuring directly. He wrote that if the team moved toward a B Corp model only months after committing to a nonprofit structure, then it was a lie. At the same time, Musk warned the board that the organization was falling behind Google. He proposed merging OpenAI with Tesla to gain the necessary scale. But when the board rejected his bid for control, he resigned his seat. This diary entry is now a primary piece of evidence for the fraud claim. It shows a co-founder privately using the word lie to describe the organization's own public-facing strategy. By 2019, OpenAI introduced a capped profit subsidiary. This hierarchy allowed the nonprofit to retain board control while creating a vehicle for investors, specifically Microsoft, to provide the $13 billion needed for massive computing costs. Microsoft is now a co-defendant. Judge Rogers ruled that late-night texts from CEO Satya Nadella suggest Microsoft had actual knowledge that OpenAI was potentially breaching its nonprofit mandate to its founding donors. OpenAI's defense characterizes the restructuring as a necessary business judgment. They argue that training artificial general intelligence, systems that can outperform humans at economically valuable work, is so expensive that a pure nonprofit model would have resulted in failure. They also contend that Musk himself supported a for-profit structure as early as 2017, provided the restructuring resulted in Musk having majority equity and unilateral control of the entity. In 2025, OpenAI finalized its conversion into a public benefit corporation. This move officially separated the company from its original nonprofit restrictions, effectively ending the influence of the 2015 founding donors. That transition cleared the way for a massive $110 billion funding round. OpenAI is now a central hub of the global technology economy, valued at $840 billion. The 2026 investment round brought in 3 new power brokers: Jensen Huang of NVIDIA, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, and Masayoshi Son of SoftBank. This commercial structure is a departure from OpenAI's 2018 charter, which included a self-sacrifice clause. It promised that if a safety-conscious rival got close to artificial general intelligence first, OpenAI would stop competing and assist them instead. This shift has caused tension internally. In 2023, former chief scientist Ilya Sutskever wrote to Altman questioning his cost function, the underlying goal he was optimizing for. He asked whether Altman was truly motivated by safety or by political and financial goals. The Oakland jury will have to decide that same question. They must determine if the company's current focus on a $600 billion compute budget still honors the 2015 promise to build technology for the benefit of humanity. The verdict in April 2026 will fix OpenAI's legal and historical record. It will establish whether the company's growth into an $840 billion entity was the result of a necessary evolution or a documented strategy of deception.